In this video, I'm going to show you how to maintain your air intake system. This will include replace the engine air filter, clean the mass airflow sensor, and clean your throttle body of the engine on a Toyota Land Cruiser 2016 and over. Doing a regular maintenance on an air intake system will help improve the fuel economy and improve your overall engine performance and help your car running better. Sometimes a dirty mass airflow sensor or a dirty throttle body will trigger some engine P code on some of the Toyota vehicles. The mass airflow sensor is located on the air cleaner hose assembly near the air filter box. Remove the two screws and the mass airflow meter from the air cleaner hose assembly. Be careful that the two screws are really small. It could easily drop into the engine bay. Then, the next step is to disconnect the mass airflow sensor wire connectors. After the mass airflow sensor has been removed, perform a visual check on the platinum hot wire on the mass airflow sensor to see if there is any potential damage. Using a mass airflow sensor cleaner to carefully clean the entire mass airflow sensor by spraying the cleaner onto the mass airflow sensor. Do not use your finger or towel or any paper towel to touch the mass airflow sensor and the wire on the mass airflow sensor. Only using the mass airflow sensor cleaner to clean it. After spraying, let the mass airflow sensor sit aside for 20 minutes for a complete drying before you put it back to the vehicle. Locate the engine air filter box. Remove the 4 clamps of the engine air filter box, and then you can remove the engine air filter from the engine air filter box. In here, I suggest you to change the engine air filter every 2 to 3 years, depends on your driving condition. Locate the engine throttle body. In order to reach to the throttle body, you need to remove the air cleaner hose that attached to the throttle body. The first step is to loosen the 2 hose clamps. The second step is to detach the air filter box from the air cleaner hose. Then, remove the air cleaner hose from the throttle body and set it aside. Then, disconnect the throttle position sensor and control motor connector. Remove the 4 bolts on the throttle body in order to detach the throttle body from the intake manifold. Notice that there are 2 coolant holes that attached to the throttle body. If you want to completely remove the throttle body from the engine bay, you need to detach these two coolant holes. In here, I will clean the throttle body without completely remove the throttle body from the engine bay, so I will not detach the two coolant holes from the throttle body. To clean the throttle body, only using the throttle body and air intake cleaner. Carefully spray the cleaner onto the front and the rear side of the throttle body. Using a towel or brush or paper towel to clean the carbon that accumulated around the throttle body. Again, open the throttle valves and using the throttle body cleaner to clean the sludge and carbon accumulated around the valves and inside the throttle body. On the back side of the throttle body, around the edge of the throttle plate, Toyota put a black paint around the edge of that plate. Make sure you do not remove that black paint from the throttle plate. After the throttle body was cleaned, install the 4 bolts and attach the throttle body back to the intake manifold. Torque the 4 bolts to 7 foot-pound. Then, reconnect the throttle position sensor and control motor connector wire. Wipe off the dust and clean the dirt in the air filter housing. Reinstall the air cleaner hose assembly. Attach one side to the throttle body and the other side to the air filter housing box. Now, reinstall a new air filter back to the air filter housing box. Tighten the 2 hose clamps. Find your cleaned and dried mass airflow sensor. Reinstall it back to the air cleaner hose assembly. Tighten the 2 screws on the mass airflow sensor. And then connect the wire back to the mass airflow sensor. At the end, doing a quick visual check on the entire air intake system, and then reinstall the engine cover. That's all for air intake clean and maintenance. Thank you for watching.